So awk provides different functions, but the one that I think is pretty powerful and it would be kind of useful to know is the system function. And what it does is just like any system function in like any other language, right? It allows us to call external programs, just like the shell, right? So here we have echo hello world, and here I can do a system call to call echo, and then echo the first field, right? And this is obviously not a really useful example, but what's important here is that the echo, the system call here, is executed per line because, well, awk works per line of input and it will execute this code per line, right? So it will echo the hello first, and then it goes to the next line, and then it will echo heal. Let's actually go to a more useful example. So let's say we have a list of files here, and we want to rename it with a regular expression. Let's say I want to remove the underscores. Well, I can use sed for that, right? So can do that, and it will remove the underscores. But the problem here is sed works on multiple lines, but we can't really rename them right now with sed, right? We actually need to save the previous names and then save the new names and then loop with an array or something in the shell, right? Well, you don't really need to do that if we have awk here, because we can actually execute move per line. So we don't even need to create arrays for the old and new names. So let's make a new variable here, and we're going to store the old name, or we're going to change it, but we don't want to change the old one, so we're going to make a copy for the new one. And then in awk, if you want to substitute, we use a function called gsub, which is global substitution, and we can use pattern here that we want to search for, and then the replace string. So here we want to delete the underscores, right? So, and then we can execute our system call, right? So what we want here is move mv, and then we put the old one, which is 0, the whole field of the old one, and then we can put new, right? Oh, we want a space here actually. I don't think we need the commas. I don't know. Let's see. I think that should work. And yeah, maybe you actually want to match a pattern here. So we want to check first if there exists an underscore. If not, then we'll ignore the file names, right? So I guess let's save this first. Let's again check the old one. So that's the old one. And then we have our awk here. And yeah, let's check if it works. Invalid is number of arguments. Oh, maybe I don't need the commas here. mv dot prs. Huh. What? Oh yeah. I'm doing the gsub on the old field. So what we want to do is specify the new variable, right? So this will do the substitution on the new copy we have, so we don't lose our old one. So we have done that, and then yeah, we have created our or renamed our files without having to create an array in shell or something. We just execute the move in the awk itself. Well, awk will actually probably create a shell which will interpret this, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I think that is pretty useful because usually with sed grep you are working per line, right? And then sometimes you actually want to do something per line with the output of the regex or something with a search and replace, and you can do that with awk, which is